All right, guys, so let's have a look at Carvana CVNA. It's been a while since we have looked at it. So 8.9%. So today, gap down and sold off. I think there was a comment about downgrade earlier in the morning, and also revenue growth concerns. And I have been doing a little bit of a digging before we jump into the technicals. I just want to little bit maybe rant about their what's going on with the used car market, right? Used car prices are still elevated. I was looking at basically Car Guru's chart where, I mean, this is the used car price index. Okay, so pre-pandemic jump into 2022 was crazy. Even end of 2023, when I was trying to get a car, used car, it was crazy. And now it seems to be cooling off slightly, but it's still very high. But at the same time, I mean, sales are not doing well, because I did go through Carvana and just type through the cars, because they flip cars, right? And also, one way of me testing was back when they were flipping these like hotcakes, these cars. I would just type in my car and just see what would they offer. Would they offer me above market price, or would they offer me below market price? And I recently did with my Hyundai, and they offered me very, very low price. So I'm assuming now they're very, very careful about what they buy, because even these inventories that they overpaid, if you look through the cars that are trying to sell, I mean, you can see that price cuts and everything they are. I mean, I'm just looking at BMW right now, but you will see that the many cars they're trying to basically price cut because they overpaid for some of these cars. Maybe most of these cars they overpaid, and they have to unload it. And a lot of banks had a trouble last year as well. But momentum kept the stock going, short squeeze and all that stuff. I haven't looked at the short squeeze data, but let's take a look at the short for Carvana. So we're talking about this name because they're about to report earnings 22nd after market close, which is next week. And basically on a chart you can see what I'm watching. So if Tesla, basically Carvana, somehow clears $60 level, it can easily run 10, 20, 30 points, just go all the way to $100. No problem, because it's $6 billion company. If it doubles from here, I mean, it'll be $10 billion company, right? If it goes to $90, let's say, it'll be $8.5, $9 billion company. But if it drops, I'm watching basically $40 as a pivotal level, $40 as a support, and also 200-day moving average, which is right below it, $38, $39 level. Basically, at the moment, it's 38. That's the 200-day moving average. So that's basically is trend, right? Overall, if you take a look at the chart of the stock, it's still in an uptrend, right? And it's, you can see it could be, this is a weekly chart, you can see it could be forming this inverse head and shoulders. If we take a look at, if we just flip the chart and look at it this way, a lot of people would say, okay, this is a head, this is a shoulder, and if it breaks down, it will fly, and if it breaks out, it will fly. So we will see what will they report, and just quickly just take a look at the Carvana's. Usually I come to Finviz, and there are other websites you can do it. Still high. 35% of the float is short, and it's very basically 90 million shares. It's not a lot, okay, for a stock like this. It can fly. So 34 million of that, 33 million of that sold short, and average daily volume is currently 10 million. So it would take a couple days for the shorts to completely basically get out of this trade if it basically gets back above $60, because it can trade very thin and it can go up crazy, and the next stop would be $100 after breaking 60. But if it breaks below that level of 50-day at the moment, that would mean that momentum is gone. So it will most likely test this 40 and maybe chill at its 200-day moving average, which is this red line on my chart. So, but you can see all of the moving averages currently in an uptrend. So as long as it stays above this yellow line, which is 50-day moving average, it's still, momentum is still to the upside. But let's see what they report. But I'm basically thinking that they're not going to report good earnings, and even if they do, they will guide down pretty big, because a lot of other places are having hard time trying to move used car inventory given what they have paid and what they want to sell them for. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.